Hi, it's me. Before we begin the tutorial, if by any chance you're watching this with your family, maybe don't. The tutorials are pretty sus, but nothing graphic, don't worry. I just wanna save you guys from the awkward conversations with your family members, so don't say I didn't warn you. Let's start with a hand tutorial from Xiao Jiao Hua Hua Mei, who will show us how to draw 不正经的手部 or unruly hand. Sounds spicy. Yeah, we're starting with hands so you guys can at least learn anatomy and draw, well, not this. First, draw a cylinder for the forearm. Then, draw this 3D trapezoid for the palm. I'm actually really bad at imagining and drawing 3D shapes, so this is also a practice for me. After that, draw a cheesecake. This is where we'll place the thumb, which we'll draw in 2 cylinders. Then we draw the rest of the fingers. So a thumb has 2 sections, while the others have 3 sections. Keep that in mind. Yes, I know it's common sense, but sometimes I forget and draw fingers with 4 sections and it's disturbing. Okay, now we can draw the actual hand. I can't draw hands without a reference. I'm really dependent on references. So let's see if this tutorial can make me draw hands from imaginations. Fong, where is the saucy part? Oh, well, someone's dehydrated. Would you like a glass of water or a bottle of sauce? Why did I speak in the English accent? Anyway, I'm adding the nails and some more details, and now draw some creases beneath the hand. I think you know where this is going. And then draw a fabric around the fingers, like the hand is gripping on the fabric tightly. This will teach you about tension points, wrinkles, and creases in fabrics. Yes, I'm trying to justify this sus drawing. But before we all get dirty-minded, the owner who has this hand might just be doing aerial yoga or Pilates. By the way, I tried Pilates recently. It was so much fun and helps with back pain because I'm old and aging. Anyway, I think I still need references for drawing hands because this kinda looks off, but I cannot pinpoint what's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with the tutorial, obviously. I just have trouble following instructions. But let me know how you guys turn out. Okay, hi, me again. So this one is not really sus, but it's brain rot, I think. So you guys know Plankton, right? Small, green, obsessed with Krabby Patty's secret formula. His first name is Sheldon. I don't know why, but people in Xiaohongshu draw Plankton like this. Like, why? Why does he look old and why does he have 2 eyes? Plankton only has 1 eye. There is even a detailed traditional drawing tutorial on this Plankton mutation and it's so popular. It has 40k likes. Yikes! I think this is a Chinese brain rot or something. I think this belongs in the same realm as the Italian brain rot or tung 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 sahur or some shit. But anyway, let's draw it. Yay! I'll start sketching the body. It should look like a short pickle. Then draw his squiggly little arms. He has 2 of them. Then draw the antennas. So Plankton has 4 antennas. 2 are thicker antennas with black little lines on top of them. And the other 2 are squiggly black antenna. Oh wait, that can't be right. Hold on. Hi, me again. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, I just found out about something. Okay, so I googled Plankton meme. And apparently it's not only Chinese people know about this meme. It's a cursed Plankton meme. Yeah, see, right here. He's old and depressed and have 2 eyes for some reason. Plankton moaning 10 hours? What is wrong with people? I gotta check this out. I know what you guys are thinking. Muy caliente. Okay, I have learned something new, albeit not useful in any shape or form. By the way, I'm following this tutorial where Plankton have 4 antennas, so yeah. Okay, now I will draw line art for this. The beauty of drawing cursed Plankton Even if your line art is messy and squiggly, like yours truly, it doesn't matter. It looks cursed either way. I have applied the base color and now I'm adding a lighter color on top of it. At first I use overlay layer, but I change it to normal because it looks better. Now with multiply layer, I'm adding shadows to define his facial features and also limbs. With another multiply layer and a lighter color, I'm adding the midtones. Make sure not to blend too much and use a hard textured brush because Cursed Plankton is all about the textures. My shading is super messy, so I'm painting over my sketch to clean things up because Cursed Plankton deserves better. This is actually a great rendering practice because the shadow and light contrast is really good here. Not to mention the art style leans toward semi-realism. However, disturbingly, to no one's request, I applied the blue-green gradient map on him and added some highlight using the color dodge. And it kinda gives a radiant and positive energy, so we'll be having none of that and move on to the next tutorial. Okay, there will be a lot of mouth stuff for the next ones. Nothing graphic, mind you, it's quite tame, I think, but there will be some anatomy involved. So it's been a while since I drew Tartaglia or child, whatever. And I found this picture of Min Hyuk recently and I was like, hell yes. That. But I was having difficulties drawing the mouth with the tongue sticking out to the side. I've been wanting to learn drawing different expressions, but this one is too hard, bro. So I found some tutorials to help me draw mouth, teeth, and tongue. I will link everything in the description as usual. First things first, draw guidelines for the teeth. The teeth are shaped like a C. And don't forget to draw the back teeth as well. The mouth is open, so I'm drawing the teeth like this, and then continue with the tongue. Oh my god. Oh good lord. It looks like something else. It's like a badly swollen strawberry mutation something. Doesn't matter. Now we're drawing the actual mouth, following the guideline. And it should look like garbage, apparently. Okay, I can't. It looks so bad. If you end up drawing trash like I did, trace the reference for guidelines. It would be easier and more accurate. Don't just pull random things from your dumper. I can't really make out the bottom teeth, so I'm using the power of approximately. Yeah, this approximately seems about right. Okay, now place it on Tartaglia's face and draw the actual mouth. I'm also looking at my reference so the anatomy is not all over the place. This is so much better. The shape is so much better. I think the tongue would look better if it's a bit pointy at the tip. And I added a piercing for extra something something. Do any of you guys have tongue piercing? Does it hurt? If you wanna be extra detailed, you can add strings of saliva in his mouth. Oh, that looks so gross. I hate saliva. Wait, no, I don't hate saliva. I just like them to just stay inside a mouth. Or just add a tiny droplet on the tip of his tongue. Okay, now it looks like he has tongue pimple. Never mind then. Alright, I have somewhat rendered Tartaglia, not 100%. Just enough so we can paint his tongue. I've never painted tongues before, so don't expect anything grand. I colored it with muted pink as the base color, then shade it mainly on the inside with darker, more saturated pink. Yes, you should use more saturated colors to get a healthy tongue look. I'm also shading near the piercing and adding lighter color on the side of the tongue. Then just add small highlights so the tongue is healthy and wet, because nobody likes a dry tongue. That's just nasty. Okay, that was pretty fun. It was short, but fun. Maybe I will draw more tongues in the future. Maybe I'll draw crazier tongues, like this guy's tongue. We'll take a break from sus things for now because we're literally drawing tentacles hentai after this. I've tried this tutorial on YouTube Shorts before, but if you haven't seen it, we're basically adding a bunch of colors on the face so the skin doesn't look flat. It gives more color variation to the skin tone. I'm not gonna list the colors one by one, you can just see it on the screen as well as the placement, but don't forget to turn your layer into multiply before adding the colors. Also, this is very important. Don't blur it too much. At first I was disappointed by IBIS Paint's blur tool because it's so weak, but it looks better if you don't blur it too much. Now lower the opacity to 15 to 20%. It might look weird because the body doesn't get the same treatment, so focus only on the face. Then add more red to his lips and the tip of his nose. For this extra color though, I prefer using overlay instead of multiply like the tutorial did. I think it adds a nice glow to his face. The original tutorial adds extra blush and some shaky lines, so Yuji here looks like he's getting bullied and he looks pitiful. I tried adding that to Tartaglia, but with his mouth and facial expression, he looks so sleazy. He looks like the guy people told you not to hang out with. By the way, I also tried this with my Eva drawing to see if it also works with darker skin tone. But since my drawing already has a red undertone, it makes his face even redder. I think it looks better if my drawing has a yellow undertone instead. Hope you guys tried it and let me know what you think. Now let's draw some octopus limbs. Before we begin, look at this. The one time I don't pay much effort to the hair, it looks so much better than my previous hair paintings. I don't even know how I did this, but I did. I don't know if I can do this a second time. Okay, so the tentacles I'm drawing today won't be too detailed. I don't think I'm ready for like the suction cups and the other thing. It would be simple. I'm sketching the tentacles really simply, just some squiggly seafood limbs. I want to make it like it's coming out of Tartaglia's back, like a nine-tailed fox. But instead of tails, it's tentacles. Now I'm using the lasso tool to help me color the tentacles quickly. I'm using a very pale and bright pink because that's what the original artist used on their tutorial. A lot of memes on this one. Now shade it in a darker and more saturated pink, mostly on the ends of the tentacles, leaving the middle in lighter colors. Now we're adding the highlights. I'm doing it in overlay so the glow looks natural. I'm also using an airbrush first before using a hard brush. Ooh, look at the glow. It's so... Oh, what am I doing? Is this what I went to university for? To draw flesh-colored tentacles? Anyway, don't forget to highlight the edges as well, giving a nice rim light. And we are not done yet. There's more steps. Now using the lasso tool, make some shapes like there's liquid dripping down the octopus limbs. I'm not joking, this is included in the original tutorial. Then color it with muted pink in a multiply layer or whatever color you like. Pretend it's like a soy sauce or honey or maple syrup or sauce or whatever sauce you like. You can even color it red if you like chili sauce. Now using an add layer, add some highlights. I'm using an airbrush to highlight the bigger areas and a hard brush to highlight the smaller areas. If it's not bright enough, make another add layer and don't forget to draw it dripping down from the tentacles for more realistic look. Then add shadows below the sauce. And yeah, so this is what 4 years of university taught me. Flesh-colored octopus limbs covered in maple syrup. Money well spent. Anyway, let me know which one is your favorite tutorial. Is this even a tutorial at this point? And I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye!